What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This was a bit of a spur of the moment. I saw that there was a very populated server on one of my favourite tracks. This is Alta 2020 I believe by TFC, and since I'm on the whole trying different 450s grind at the moment, I thought I would try the Alta. I have never ridden this bike before, but when I tried the 250 Alta I thought it was quite slow. So I've overclocked this one, so hopefully this is going to be as fast as possible. I have no idea how good it is. I've already hit the gate because I forgot that there's no clutch, so bear with me. I'm not even going to accelerate until the gate drops. Oh my god, okay, that's quite quick. I know how crazy this turn 1 is though, so hopefully I survive. And I did, let's go. Now, as I was loading into the server, I was just thinking, what could I possibly try and title this video? I thought, how about something like saving the environment in MX bikes? See if we can beat the gas-powered machines. I know that in a lot of the actual organised races, you're not allowed to run the Alta. I don't know why. I think it's a bit of a disadvantage more than anything else, because as I say, I think it's quite slow. Like, it's meant to be running with the 450s, but that triple there, I probably jumped it as far as I jumped it on. Oh my Christ. Probably jumped it as far as I jumped it on a 250. Please don't let anyone land on me. Please, please, please. Oh my god, this is sketchy. So I thought this is a nice just 5-lap race on Paletta. As I say, it's one of my favourite tracks in the game. I just seem to go really well with it. It flows well. And yeah, so I thought, why not? I'm experimenting in the game at the moment, try something new, see how it goes. Get a bit of a clickbaity, oh my god! And try and get a little bit of a clickbaity video out of it as well. I'll be interested to see what sort of thumbnail I can come up with this, or maybe get some trees in there or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that the whole Alta thing never really took off in real life. I know myself I would probably try and put off going for electric as long as possible, just because I'd miss the noise and the smell of the gas-powered bikes. But as far as the environment and all that stuff goes, and I know in the UK as well, sound pollution's quite a common part in tracks getting closed. There's a few tracks that used to be fairly local to me that have shut down over the years just because the people that live nearby, that's going to hit me, oh my god, the people that live nearby complain about the sound, so the tracks get shut unfortunately. So I think there's definitely a few pros to the electric bikes. Just wonder if maybe the technology's not there quite yet in the charge and all that stuff. And I swear I read somewhere as well, oh my god, that man's flying. I swear I read somewhere as well that the pollution made from creating the batteries that go in the bikes is actually more than what the batteries save compared to running gas bikes. So, I don't know, it's definitely something that's coming in our future, depending on how many years. Oh my god, I've been fairly lucky this race, considering my usual standards. Yeah, however many years it takes, I have no idea. I feel like it will get to a point where electric is mandatory. I'm not the biggest environmental activist out there, I know nothing about it, well, I say I don't recycle, my family recycles, but I don't live on my own, so I personally don't recycle. That's not to say you shouldn't, by the way. Everyone recycle, kids. Be good to the environment, it'll be good to you. But yeah, I thought it would be just a bit of fun using the Alta. I can tell you one thing's for sure, when I was using the 250, this is going back months now, it's been so long since I've ridden one, the amount of times I would try changing gear, like changing down the gear, because I use the engine braking a fair amount in this game as well, and just nothing happens. So I'm really trying to think at the same time here of pressing my buttons, because I play claw grip. I don't know if anyone else plays claw or if everyone knows what claw is, but essentially I use my middle finger for the right trigger, the accelerate button, and then I'll use my index finger on all of my other buttons, like on PlayStation controller you can see me pressing here on my overlay, like triangle and square and circle, that's like my clutch, and shift up and shift down. But then this finger's just kind of hanging off at the side at the moment, like I'm not using it for anything, it just feels a bit weird. So I just held the clutch in there and nothing happens because there's no clutch, nothing on my left hand, which is a bit odd that my rider in game as well actually, he's got his left index finger sticking out. It's not doing anything, mate. Put it back in. You have to grip the bike a bit better. I've never had the chance to ride an electric bike in real life, and I think if I did, that'd throw me off as well, because the amount of times I go into the corner and feather the clutch, I just feel like something's missing. And I remember going out one day and I got moaned at by my dad for abusing the clutch a bit too much. So he just said try and do a few laps without even touching it, and my fingers cramped up so much just from being wrapped all the way around the bars constantly. So I couldn't imagine doing that permanently. I'd just feel horrible. Same with enduros as well. I do the occasional, it's called like a hare and hound, where it's just 3 hours, and you just go and do as many laps of a track as you can. And obviously it's not race pace at all. You just keep riding until the 3 hours is up. But you just get terrible hand cramp from that, and I imagine it'll be a similar scenario if you're not using your fingers at all. I suppose you're oh my god, see what I mean? So there, usually I would slam down the brakes and brake. Slam down the gears and brake going into that corner, but I can only brake now, so it's a bit... Have I got cut somewhere? I've just noticed that I'm not actually in the lead, even though I thought I was. It wouldn't surprise me if I've got cuts, though. I've been off the track a couple of times this race. It's alright, we've got another 2 laps to try and pull away a little bit. I mean, second place is still keeping me honest, I think. Where is he? He's just there on the right on the Honda. People still keeping me honest. Makes a change. It's yeah, that's just gonna sound big-headed. I've got another 5 oh my god, what am I doing wrong? Right, I'm gonna have to put my head down for these last 2 laps and try and see if I can get like a 10-second lead or whatever the gap is. Yeah, it seems quite hard nowadays to get a good bit of competition in these lobbies, and where there's not been a huge amount of sign-ups in all of these like official events that go through the My MX Bikes website, so sometimes these public lobbies are all you're left with, and it's a bit of a shame. I've not been one to enjoy single player games too much most of my life, to be honest. So the only single player game that I really enjoy was, before I completed it, was the GTA games, and I play a bit of Skyrim now and then as well. A bit nerdy, but yeah, that's the only sort of single player games I like. The rest of the time I just like playing online. I like the competition side of things. So it's a shame to see not that many populated servers all the time, but I suppose a lot of the Americans are getting on now. It's what's the time for me right now? Let me look over. It's about 20 past 10 in the evening. So yes, it's about that time of night where all the Americans start getting on and populating the servers. So for me at least, I just need to stay on a bit later to be able to record some of these public lobby videos, because I mean, it's much more entertaining for me rather than just going around and testing by myself, and I'm almost guaranteed that you guys all enjoy the online races as well. And especially when it's on a track like this that I always have good fun on. And this is going surprisingly smoothly. Surprisingly smoothly, Jesus Christ. Surprisingly smoothly. Here we go. I haven't had too many crashes caused by wanting to be changing gears or from not braking correctly. But I can safely say, without any doubt in my mind at all, that the Alta is the slowest 450 by a long shot. It's probably slower than my 250, to be honest. In the acceleration side of things, at least, it feels a bit slower. I suppose where it's got one gear, it starts off slow, but then, like here for example, it starts off slow and it picks up. I suppose it carries on gaining speed for longer. But yeah, that bottom end needs some work, and I've got it on the overclock setting, so I think that's the fastest one. I think that's like the equivalent of the aggressive setting on the normal 450s. But I was thinking to myself as well, if this is considered, obviously 450 is CC. What's the term for it on the electric bikes? It's not 450 watts, is it? I was just finding it funny that they call it a 450. I wonder. I've not done any research into the autos, to be fair. I don't know what sort of watts they do and what their like battery life is, for example. Oh my god, how did I survive that? Holy shit. Something else I noticed just before the race started as well is I went to change the amount of fuel I had, and don't have any fuel. And you can't change the amount of electricity you've got on your bike to make your bike any lighter, or so I have no idea how long a full, let's say quote unquote, tank tank of electricity, a battery of electricity lasts. It sounds like got 3 litres. I don't know what that is the equivalent of. I don't know how many what there was in the start. I really didn't check. You'd think I'd be good at this whole YouTube thing by now, but apparently not. But this is already coming up to the last corner. That was quite a short race. That was yeah. As I go off the track, that's definitely going to give me more cuts. It's so stringent. Yeah, it's very stringent on that part of the track. Sorry, mate, I lost that for you. Oh, I thought that gave me 15 seconds then. Jesus Christ, I thought the lead might have been going. Yeah, overall, the Alta's not bad. Depends what you're looking for, really. If you want something that is just a bit different, definitely the bike to go for. If you don't want to go installing a bunch of different like random mods like road bikes and bikes, that sort of thing. Has its pros and cons. It's probably quite learner friendly as well, to be fair. Just where you haven't got to worry about changing gears and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's definitely nowhere near as powerful as the 450s. So if you're in an open session, so to speak, so it's not just a 450 or just a 250 class, it could be good as well as that like middle ground, because top speed faster than the 250. It feels, this isn't scientific, this isn't backed by anything at all. The acceleration just feels like it's lacking just a little bit. One thing you will notice is if I try dipping the front end a bit and I accelerate, it feels like it really picks the front end back up in the air, like brings the front end really higher when you accelerate. I'm guessing it's just how many RPMs going through that back wheel, it just lights it up and brings the bike back into line with itself. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. I like these sort of spur of the moment things. Now I can just hop on, and if I get a quick idea, I'll record it. Let me know if you like these slightly more. It's not really adventurous, is it? It's just a little bit different. I don't think I've seen too many Alta videos on YouTube at the moment. But yeah, leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Road to 3K. Let's get it going. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.